down. And now we have proper sound. Like, because it's in front of me. That would be good. I'm a professional. Oh, right. How is everyone this morning? Oh, so, something a little different. And something that at some point I would really, really like to do as a multiplayer stream idea with Sam, Duswan, Mystic, maybe Jam, some others if they're interested. So we'll do a quick intro for the game. Then anyone who is in chat, if you aren't lurking, I want your help doing character creation, and we're going to do some syndicate. We're going to attempt to take over the British Isles. We're going to see how badly that goes. This will probably be a 3-hour-ish stream, so we might make headway into maybe the south of England and Wales. Lucky. Or I'll get wiped out really quickly. Either or, it'll be a laugh. So, CK3. I was introduced to it maybe a year or so ago by a friend. It is brilliant. It is a mixture of economic, religious, I think civilization, with a bit more detail to it, plus the roleplay element. You start as a ruler. You can choose male, female, blah, blah, blah. You'll choose the religion, the actual... we'll get into all that. Basically, you can have a entire bloodline. You can have kids, you marry for alliances, you can trade for alliances, you can go to war and claim land, or you can try and become an economic superpower and use other tactics to try and gain land. You can go full warmongering, or you can play it completely differently, depending on your religion, etc., etc. There's also random events, things like literally the Black Plague, which will come up at some point during this run, which could completely derail and entirely kill your entire bloodline. And then there's also conquerors that spawn that are, and you could become a conqueror if you're the sort of person that meets certain criteria when they do hit the ticker to give a conqueror. It is an incredible game. You can lose hours to. I've done a few different playthroughs. I've never once managed to control the entire map because that would be insane. I have made it to continent, but I've not made any further than that. Part of the problem is, depending on your government type, religion type, etc., etc., when you die, it could be that your lands are split between your heirs. You then pick which heir you're going to take over us, and you may then need to fight your own brothers and sisters, the people that you've fathered and have grown attached to, as you go through it. And you can also become landless if you lose all of your territory and somehow live and travel as a landless mercenary. It's incredible. So, first and foremost, we are going to start over down here. This is going to be our focus for today, which is the British Isles, and I always enjoy down here. So, feudal realms allow rulers of at least kingdom tier to elevate co-monarchs. They can grant vassals, etc. We are going to play this on Iron Man. So, switching character or playing multiplayer is not allowed. If I die, I die. So if the if something happens, I can't save scum, basically. We're going to go with a hard difficulty. We're going to leave everything else basically standard. We're going to create our own ruler. So, who is in chat at the moment? Does anyone want to come and say a wee hello? I am multi-streaming to YouTube today, so I will need to flick between game screen and screen chat to check in on that. Right. I guess the first question is, do we go boy or girl? If we go girl, obviously we're looking to get a male heir. There. What's up, Mew? Flash Luna, how you doing? Have you been to bed yet? Right. You really should, mate. You really should. Oh, as you can see, this is very much cozy. Oh, buddy, what the hell happened? Okay. We'll fix that at some point this afternoon or tonight. I'm sure once I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and assuming I go to sleep, you and I can grind some comp. Not having that. Not fucking having that. Right. Anybody else in chat this morning? Otherwise, I'm going to go for the basic boring bitch of a straight male. Make a girl. Okay, cool. Make a girl. Are we going to randomize the sexual orientation? Are we going to make a... Because we do need to get a kid. Because we are in a feudal realm. We probably need to either go hetero or bi. Do we make her a bi queen? What do we think? We stand a bi queen? Sure. And the music. Right, Faith. So, when I say that this game can be a little overwhelming when you first boot it up, this is the sort of things that I mean. These are all of the main branches of religion, and within them, there may be So, I'm not going to go through them all, so that we can get into business. What can be hilarious is crusades do happen. Both the Islamic crusades and the Christian crusades do spawn at points during this. And if we're in the British Isles, we will probably be surrounded by Christians who, once the Catholic Pope decides it's time for the crusades, will try and purge all. So, I feel like Christianity is absolutely out for us because I love the idea. I will say, if that does happen, the game will probably end for us. We will be heavily outnumbered. Now, one of the ones that is fun to go down the route of, especially if you're first playing, is down the north. Go for the Asteru. Right. So it's the native faith of the Scandinavians. Norse paganism revolves around reverence to gods known as the Aesir. Adherents are expected to live and preferably die in an honourable fashion. They have tenets of ancestor worship, human sacrifice, and more. Part of the reason that I like to go with them at the beginning, especially as an early player, is it allows you to go raiding. Great way to capture people. Obviously, as ways to end wars or impact other people's wars by capturing heirs, capturing leaders. You can then ransom back, which pennies, and you can go get plenty of themselves. It means that we shouldn't be hurting the ability to progress. But there is so much to go through. Yeah? Okay, we're going to go for the North Asteroid then. Okay. Character name. Oh, culture. We've got culture. So, Cornish being, obviously, I say obviously, if any of you aren't from the British Isles, you might not know Cornwall. Cornwall is that little southwest tip of the UK, and traditionally had its own insulated culture and everything else before it kind of integrated to the rest of the UK. They are still weird. Apologies for anyone who is Cornish. I've been down there. I love Cornwall. most of us love going down to Cornwall. There can be a little... right word. Culturally insensitive down there. There is that. So their whole ethos is communal. They have cultural acceptance, with cultures sharing the heritage. Language is Brythonic. And then the aesthetics. However, only men can be commanders. So we've got that. We can obviously go through all of the others. We could go full North Germanic and make ourselves a Norse leader. Which again, for new players, highly recommend. So it's still a martial, no plastics. Oh dear. Ethos Bellicos. There's additional mercenary companies that are available. There's additional men-at-arms recruitment, etc. They use the Norse language, North Germanic heritage. Still martial men only, but that's fine. They do have Huskars as men-at-arms, which are very strong. So you hear things like strong and hail are seen as prestigious, so they will help give you a better score that creates your dynasty's prestige, basically, which is something that the individual character gets, and that also transfers through generation. You have like a bloodline prestige as well. What we'll do, and they also obviously love. Rulers may raise rune stones to commemorate certain major life events, earning prestige, and that'll be things like, let's say our beautiful Norse lady here dies, we could raise a runestone as her sons or daughters to commemorate her, which will help to solidify the bloodline. So we're going to go with Norse. We're going to make ourselves Norse outsiders down in Cornwall. So, character name. Oh, give me a name, Muses. Come on, Looney. I want a good name. We think. Freya? Yeah, Freya is a great name. So her given name is Freya, and then we need her surname, and we're gonna go with, motto. What do you think? So Freya Luna, and the bite is worse than the... I'm going to randomize a coat of arms. That was Scandinavian yellow sense. Okay, and then we currently have the Petty Kingdom of Cornwall. So you can see here the name, Duchess Freya Luna of the Petty Kingdom of Cornwall. Then we can do her appearance. Oh. Okay. So, anything we want to do, we want to make her tall, short, fat, skinny, young, old. Who love that character? In my mind, go northern look. Go full body. Small, young, and pink hair. Gotcha. I do need to remember very quickly in a second to go and turn on, turn off, explicit content. Is yeah. Right, small, young, pink hair. Okay. I'm gonna go small. We're gonna make a pasty white. Bust size. And also, yes, you'll see in a minute that we 41.5%. What, bust size? Okay. That looks fine. Right. Head and neck. Again, if you like your character creation, there is so much you can do. We're not going to mess around with too much of it. Eyes. Eye color. Pick an eye color. Also, am I just making you at this point? Small, young, I'm assuming pink hair. Green. Gotcha. Go with a nice, like, paisley green. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I should probably make you not that small, right? Because, I mean, this is... I love that head stays the same size. There we go. Right. Hairstyle. No baldness. Thank you. Is there a way for me to play... I don't think let me give you pink hair just because it's... Boo. Okay. Can't do pink. Probably get away with... You've got like light ginger, or you could go for like the bright red, darker red. What do you think? It looks sick. Gotta be crimson, so like a darker red. So, sort of like that, maybe. Still too bright. That'd be close to a crimson. You think? Cool. Hair type: straight, wavy, curly, afro, or straight with a thin beard. Obviously, at the moment, you won't be able to tell because I need to change the hairstyle. Let me... Oh god, we've made her bald. Alright. Okay. Gotta go through. See the names as we're going through on the right-hand side. You tell me which one you want to go with. If any of them, like, pique your fancy. I like the very long wavy. Or gilded braids. Very regal. straight style. That feels culturally inappropriate. Any of those take your fancy, Muses? And am I adding straight, wavy, curly, or afro? Along with crown braid is cute. Gotcha. Along with crown braid. Cool. Doesn't have a beard. Okay. So we have Duchess, Freya Luna of the Petty Kingdom of Cornwall. Given that she's after you. 27. Obviously, you can do all the way from anorexic to Corey. Hey. Leave her in the middle. Don't make any statements there that we regret later. Education. So, in Crusader Kings, you basically, your kids will be educated in one of 5 different lanes, which will impact like part of their ruling style. So you've got the In the Shadows style is all spy master. Intricate plots, really fun. I've never really sort of embraced that too much. You've then got like the scholar and the diplomacy. You've then got the economic side, warmongering side, and the educational learned side. And depending on how good you want them to naturally be, you can see here at the lowest level they get a slight boost to the correct skills and or experience in that life. As you move all the way up, they get a hell of a lot. Where we are creating this character from scratch, we get to pick what their background was. So here we have customization points. We're at 133. You get a certain amount because of your age, a certain amount because of skills, etc. If we want to stay in achievement range, we get 400. But if you want to play this and you want to kind of create an immortal, god being that you can play for generations on their own, you can go well over that. It just disables achievements. So generally, if we're thinking about it, she's not likely to lead. So I'm probably going to want to go find one. But I have a Norse background. So I think I normally go down the economic route. It means that I can usually build up a decent bit of dollar. I'm going to do that. You see that adds points to it there. So personality. Within your religion and within your culture, there are certain traits that are virtuous. So good. You can see here, Wrathful has got a green outline. That's because it is virtuous to us Druids, our religion. And then you can see there is some that have got the red outline. They are sinful. So we could pick them, but it will lower our standing in the religion. So you can see, yes, Druid. Wrathful, brave, vengeful. Very angry people. And they lose, they're sinful, giving, craven, or deceitful. So they like honest, they like simple, and they like angry. They also have their own thing. So lustful will increase the intrigue, will increase fertility, and it will reduce the seduce phase of someone, the scheme phase for seduce if someone tries to seduce us. Also get an opinion plus of lustful and an opinion minus of taste characters. So you can see there's a whole lot here. I think just for this one, what we're going to do is we want feel like, in fact, you tell me, Freya Luna, you want to be shy. Okay. We are shy, and because shy gives us negatives, it actually takes points away from us, which is great because we can put those elsewhere. So it reduces our diplomacy, increases our learning. We do have a -5 attraction opinion. Don't take that one, but can add as many or as few of these as we want as well. So it slows down enemy hostile schemes, it increases our travel safety, increases our plague resistance. We learn languages faster and improves the withdraw from view countermeasure. So what that means is if suspect someone is trying to plot to kill us, do something naughty around us, we have a countermeasure called withdraw from view, and it just increases that because. Okay. Pick a second trait. Let me know if you need me to slow down with the scroll so you can have a look through. But we're just going to make Luna at this point, so. I also love that we're about to turn you into, like, a Norse conqueror. Do you want a second personality, or do we want to go to the other traits bit? Also, you'll have to let me know when ads can't see ads on. Whoa. Passion. Cool. So we get an increase to diplomacy, which offsets the shy one. We get a -2 intrigue. People fear us naturally less because we're compassionate. However, we get an attraction opinion of +5, and we also get an opinion from our vassals. So we think less of callous and sadistic characters. Right. So here are the useful traits. These are ones that you can earn in game that will have big multipliers into the pot. And then we'll skills and or family. So you can tell by the colour on the left if they are a positive or negative. You can see here there's some reds here. And things like drunkard. So the character is taken to the bottle, is continuously looking for the bottle. Who's stewardship, prowess, but relaxed, and you have a better opinion of drunken characters. Smoking hash, rakish, spending lots of time in a brothel. You can actually get these by your decisions in game, but obviously where we're starting with the character, we need to sort of build create their setup. You've got things like melancholic, lunatic, possessed, ill, pneumonia, lover's pox, leper, one-eyed, which is actually considered virtuous to us Druids, which is funny, and it does impact your actual character model. You can see there is a lot of different stuff here. And then one of the things that we do want to focus on is these congenital traits, like comely, handsome, beautiful. Also, I love that it basically just gives you makeup when you pick beautiful. Obviously, that increases diplomacy, fertility, and attraction opinion. And if you're into your eugenics, you can create children with perfect traits. You've also got the opposite. So, homely, ugly, hideous. I love that the frog gets more gross. Which are the opposites to comely, handsome, beautiful. I picked that one. Okay. Quick, intelligent, genius, pale, robust, Herculean, pure-blooded, fecund, lots of fertility, strong, shrewd, and then you've got all things like stuttering, dwarf, giant, lisping, inbred, weak. It's so, yeah. They've got some naughty ones like bastard, legitimized bastard, cannibal, adulterer, fornicator. Got things like loyal, which and then the military one here down the bottom. And like I say, you've got the immortal one there, which immediately takes you over the achievement. So you can do that if you ever want to. So, are there any of these that you want to do? So the first bit that I need you to think about is you've got to pick one of homely, ugly, hideous, comely, handsome. Which describes you best? Best, Luna. I'm blaming on the Slate. I picked that one. But we'll obviously go for perfect. There you go, see? Bit of confidence, what I like. Right. We can afford have you be intelligent. Can afford to have you be quick. Or we could add things like pure-blooded, fun, strong, shrewd. You say that you're shrewd. Life has taught this character the value of good judgment and sharp wit. Or would you prefer to be quick? Hale, meaning you're fit and sound of body. So shrewd is literally a little bonus to everything. It is that you pick up on stuff quick. Like I say, value of good judgment and sharp wit. You're probably smart. You're probably funny. Be able to read a room well. So if you want to sing a little gaily, literally gaily, jingly. Oh, the other option is we can just focus on the skills. Not sure. Okay, fine. We'll just focus on the skills then. So, we have a few points to play with. Realistically, we'd probably want to focus mixture of stewardship and diplomacy ourselves, or learning, or we can kind of go for a clean set. We also could have sons and or daughters. Up to you. So I would say, do we want to have any sons or daughters? Ready to have heirs to go, and it will randomly generate them. Does Duchess Freya Luna have any? Daughter. Oh. Any sons? Daughter. Hey, by the way, if you ever wonder why I have my hand up here occasionally, looking above, I have my Twitch chat on my phone clipped above my webcam. I did have it to the side at one point, but it meant I was down here. So I thought I'd put you on a pedestal. Okay, so we're gonna go with the daughter. Do we want what skills we want? Full martial, okie dokie. 400 on. Right. Jarl Freya of Cornwall, 27. So you don't currently have a player heir because it's a male heir. Freya the Battle Queen. Okay, so let's pick our lifestyle. So background we have is stewardship. Still pick any lifestyle. We'll start earning additional points in these. They have their own trees. What do we go with? You said Battle Queen, so it makes sense to go down to Marshal. Strategy focus. Luck can win a duel, a fool can win a battle. Takes more. Authority. To rule is to make all aspects of the realm move in unison and work together. Or chivalry. Victory comes not through blood or gold, but honor. Feel like chivalry would be the pick there for a battle queen. A battle queen could be strategy. Although you said a fool can win a battle, this makes more. That feels more chivalry. Okay. So once we start reaching points here, we can start putting them in there. Fantastic. We have some lifestyle perks that are free to unlock right now, and that's because of our background in stewardship. What we are going to do is 8 ankle stones, actual defensive measures. We are going to get attacked by religions nearby. And then golden obligations right now. Okay. So I need to... We're not employing a personal physician. I'm not endorsed by my Hofgli, which is a religious leader. Station of men-at-arms. We have 2 holding next to Onston. Quickly. I could declare wars. I could designate a guardian for my child who is 11. Aww. Let's have a look at her stats. So she is comely. She didn't quite get the beautiful, which is sad. She's also bi. I don't know what the game's saying there about inherited sexual preferencing. However, she is actually really good at diplomacy for an 11-year-old. She's also shy, she's pensive, and she's patient. Sweet. Okay, we need to... Are there any decent alliances? Yeah. So there is Sigtrig Ivarsson Ivering, who is only 3, but he is handsome. Or we could marry her to a 23-year-old. Or we could not marry her at all yet. You let me know what you think. You need to designate a guardian. So we train our daughter. Educate. Okay, we're not married, but we don't need to be married, right? Although we do need another son. We get married. Alliance power. Trader to be a warrior. Okay, cool. When the options come up, they'll be... So when we educate anyone, so we can educate other people's kids as well if we have good relations with them, or if we win against them, take them as a hostage, and we'll have the choices to take certain traits, being down certain paths. 39. look at that beard. What do you think about him? There's a good chance of children. He's an evil Craven, though. And he's also gay. I mean, our bi queen getting together with a gay Craven. I feel like that'd be doing her a little dirty, though. It's a great bit, though. What do you think? Either that or we wait a little while. Here we see if we can survive. Right, we need to get some champions in. Needs a woman. There. I don't know if that's... Rulers, if allowed by gender law, can have up one spouse and up to 3 concubines. Marriage, you can marry cousins. Same-sex relations are considered criminal. There is. Witchcraft is criminal, by the way, so I'm gonna have to apologise to you on that account. Only men. Reform the Asterufe. Not right now. Okay. I have an idea. Probably going to take us several generations. That won't be in the stream. But if we get hold of all of the Asteru holy sites, reform the faith, and make it so that it's same-sex marriage, heterosexual concubines. You marry someone of your own sex, and they are the love, and then you have the concubines for pleasure and or children. Pleasure and or procreation. I had no idea if it'll let me marry a female. Yeah, literally. There is no one that'll let me marry from a female perspective. I used to have a little paradox about that one. Okay, fine. We'll deal with the marriage stuff later. We do need some champions, though. Let's send the Herald, get some champions. We're going to be a warrior queen, right? We need to go and do some raiding. Let's... Right. Thing. The only other thing, check our council and make sure that we have the best people in the right spots. So we have 48 there. Goes there. Best. Right. Personal. Don't have any personal. Guess we're just gonna have to. Okay. So, slow it down shortly. I have raised my raiding army, and we are now going to go and raid parts of Dorset. And I'm from around here, Hampshire. Now, the danger of raiding close to home is if they raise an army, defend themselves, they might get a bit pissy. Okay? Right? See, down here, it shows you how long's left until you arrive there, if the movement is locked or not. And we are now in the process of shooting. Going to get 13. And they are now raising an army. How many are they? We had to fight them there, which would be good. Check my champions. Leading my. Oh god, I am. Well, to be fair, I do have fantastic chivalry. Okay, well, we're about to go get our first taste of battle. Freya the Battle Queen. Speed it up slightly. So, when we go towards a battle, you get a little flag at the bottom, give you an indicator of if it thinks you're going to win or not. Once the battle starts, you don't need to do anything apart from pay attention. You can see here, that's where it thinks the balance of the fight is. This is our strength. That's their captain strength. Don't currently have any knights, which is hurting our ability. He has 2. We have Huskars, which are strong against pikemen. And then his bowmen are strong against our Huskars and Lightfoot. So we do have a good strength here, but see, the momentum is in our favour. It's basically doing random number generation here. And we are absolutely battering. So they are going to run away tail between legs. Got 210, whereas we lost 13 of our. Gained additional prestige, piety, and we're not at war. We don't get you. What we do get is to kick his ass. And then we're going to keep raiding. The settlement of Wareham, an important stronghold in Greater Dorset, has fallen to my raiders. We have a run of vast tracts of land and many of the quivering subject and shining treasures of Earl Alfred to choose from. Troops stand ready, awaiting my command to give them direction. Now, we are compassionate. So, we have the options of capture skilled slaves for Devon, which will decrease the development growth there and development growth Devon, but we will gain stress. Same again here. Bring me bounteous plunder. We can take additional loot, or we've taken enough already. I feel bring me bounteous plunder, mate. Gonna get us extra, and there. We have currently got 43 out of 66 loot. Probably take this section here, loot it, and then we're going to head back home and take it in. So at the moment, our income is 0.7, even though we've got an army rate. Good. Decent little. Big everything. Okay, Freya the Warrior Queen on full Warrior Queen mode. I like it. Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay. Okay, so in that case, we need to start considering whose land we're going to take next. And for Prince Roy, the Welsh, right there. Oh, raided pool. Right, let's back home. Angus is Scotland. So, a big part of this game is paying attention to what's happening around you as well. And obviously, you've got the fog of war, so you can see we can only actually see movement directly around us. And that can come into massive play when we're fighting in. Loot delivered. Hi, Cowboy Squad. Cloud, how you doing? Ooh. Oh yeah, you all. Go on, I dare you. So you see that little fire symbol? That means they're raiders as well. They're from Orkney, so north of Scotland. They're gonna go to the world there. Okay, so I'm going to disband this army. It will take a second so you can see our income now dips because we're rebuilding the army. For you, Cowboy. Got it. What about Space Cowboy? Going to get that reference. So, we can declare war on so many people because of the fact that King Charles the Bald, you leave it out, fucking bald. Alone in the kitchen. Greetings, my lady, Rid said. I have your daughter Ingeborg with me here. Promised to clean the pots in the cribbery, see? Was in a sharp breath. But she nibbled all the food like a little rat and then fell asleep on the flour sack. She's due hiding if you ask me, but I'll leave her with you as easy as you see fit. Child is so unmotivated and lethargic you could confuse her for a call. So, she can keep the trait lazy. She could lose the lazy trait and gain gluttonous. You should have eaten all the sweets. It is your right. Or she could gain the compassionate trait. What do you think, Muiz? You want your daughter to become compassionate, lazy, or gluttonous? And yes, the passion. Gotcha. Right. Those raiders were sent in retreat, so they got pushed back by Zvelj. I would quite like Aethelwulf. Got get us another. Oh, we gain stress when we're recruiting guests because we're shy. Or quickly set up my train off this. Going. It's our culture. Oh. So we're going to change the culture in Cornwall. So at the moment, effectively, I think if we're role playing this properly, we've landed and taken over here, but we haven't actually started getting the local. So we are going to convert this to Norse, and we're also going to convert this from Catholicism into Vasteru. And as you can tell, they're not best pleased. The peasant rabble is trying to form a faction against me, which I will absolutely crush. Military power is 70%, and it's the Eldon peasants. So, do we go after the County of Leon, which is the usual first step for me, or do we try and hop over to Ireland, or do we make the big balls play and make a play of potentially very stupidly trying to bite off and start fighting him of Wessex over some. Best bit is they're building there. So we can let them finish that building. Bit or summers. Wessex is ours. Okay, so we could go after Dyfed and try and take part of Wales, which gives us an inroad there as well. Does mean we're potentially going to have to fight through Prince. But at the moment, it's weak as fuck. Rodri, on the other hand, is all. Can only take a county. That would be an exceptionally dangerous move. So, do we go raid for some resources? Go try and get some more bolster than necessary? Do we take over more territory in Dyfed? Hey, good. I'm glad you like it. I've put a lot of work in on setup, and I'm continuously changing it. But I moved to this one last week. I think it looks really nice. I'm quite pleased. I like it popping with colour. Well, that might be too much. Come on, Muies. Do we go silly? Do we risk ending stream now, or at least tactically ending stream soon? Or do we play a little bit of a longer game? What do we think, viewers? Given that this is the beautiful Freya Luna. You land here, I will fuck you up. Oh. I would love to start taking some Wessex territory. All in? Okay, all in, right. In that case, can't hire any more. Champion that. Don't. He's only got 2,000, so if I fight strategically, okie doke. Right, in that case, we are going for bar. I want. Dorset or Somerset? Dorset has the beach, has Bournemouth. Lovely. If you've never been down before. Or Somerset, which is Bristol. Even be Bristol. They've got better developments. Somerset on 5. Sorry, I apologise. Okay, so I turn the speed down because I need to pay attention to different things here. So he's got 2,000 soldiers. Once we start this raid, you're not good at battle strategy. Going all in on a enemy that is twice as strong as you. The bold move. I'm going to split the army in half and start the raid. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yeah, here they come. Right, okay. Okay, so. Get them both back. So So you can see here, he's got 200 heavy infantry, 100 light cavalry, only 1 champion, siege weapon, and they're well supplied. First time there is no way now. Probably plenty of. Realistically, if I can find a way to fight these two separately, break off the. How far away? 1 day left to the horizon. Just 3 days left today. Do I have? Do I get an advantage if I go back to it? 21. And I'll make it back to it. Thanks. I get a slight bonus here, fighting in. Ah, oh, shite! They caught me first. Okay. So. Ooh. Second off. You're stronger though. We're pushing them back, but there is just too many. I'm going to try and pull it. Oh, you motherfucker. They're cheating. I have been captured and lost the war immediately. Oh, I'd aim as well. Ouch. Okay. That was a quick and brutal war. Yeah, generally taking on someone twice with an army, with an army twice the size of yours isn't the best move. If I could have made it back to X, I might have had a chance. Bye, Cowboy. Good to see you, mate. Okay. Oh, 07 indeed. Someone else has just declared war on me. Desmond has declared war on me. As a heathen. However, here is one of the coolest bits about the strategy. You are weaker when you've just landed your... Makes sense. He's over in Ireland. Stupid Desmond. Stupid Desmond, you're drunk, go home. So, once I start to see a ship, I can raise my armies, and I should be able to crush him despite him having a larger presence. The only downside is if anyone joins. Religious war. Not worth me sailing over there. That's the bit that concerned me. Okay. At the moment, they've got a pretty strong option. Wait for the army to get back to strength. Now see most of the Republic of just Ireland would have been known back then. Duke. Okay. By the way, ooh, I inherited and $1. As long as you're not stupid enough to try and raid me, you have no problem. Good job, Raider. You fucking off and piss off the enemy. Oh, right. So, here is the enemy army. They're going to gather our forces. Ready to crush this prick. He's immediately cancelled his plans to come after us. So he's probably gathering the rest of his forces to come after us. But you'll see. There you go, look there. Okay. Go ready. So I think go stalwart leader. What do you reckon? Make you the stalwart leader of this army. Also challenge your rivals to single. So that little sack with down means their supplies are starting to run low, which is very good. They're still well supplied, but they're losing 6 supply per month. Come on, I dare you! Embark, bitch! Come at me! Come on, come on! I'll bite your fucking knees off. At the moment, we're having to play a little defensively. Right off. Probably see if we can get some. No. You hands. None of you give me. At the moment, we're just staring at them just off the sea, doing fuck all. However, I lied because I'm in one of my holdings allows me to get plus 20 supplies per month, spending anything. I'm just standing here. I am, however, running out of money. Ideal. I'd like to raise these guys as raiders, but until this lot fuck off or I've crushed them. Ideal. Fun thing about wars in this game. So the defenders naturally have the advantage in that the longer they hold a thing that they are being attacked for, they start to get a war score increase. War scores change based on battles won, things like heirs being captured, leaders. So in that last war, I got captured in that first battle. Immediately sent the score from 0 to 1 to the other team. And meant I lost. Normally, that battle wouldn't have been the end of the war because I got captured, and that was it. One battle, one punch up. Sort of thing you think you might enjoy, Luna. Oh. It's a lot to take in at first, but it's a lot of fun, and the trial and error is great. And here we go, disgusting strategy. You do like a turtle mode. What do you mean? Like completely insulate? Yeah, I guess. I mean, the thing is, you can do everything just by strategy and by diplomacy alone. But it's very hard to grow your kingdom like that. Ugh. Right. Valdemar bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our army, while Helgi sits back and patiently advocates for us to fill critical locations if the enemy's dead. It is my right to decide our ultimate course of action. Valdemar has the right idea. Helgi or my commanders can each act as they see fit. What do you think? I know what I would say, but I'm not Luna. Luna is Luna. Freya Luna. I have a strange feeling that you're going to lean towards that. In terms of the benefits, if we pick the offensive guy, we get an improved offense. If we pick the defensive guy, we get a better defense. If I let them act as they see fit, they both get a bonus. Hey! Proud of you. I would agree. Because we are about to fight on home soil, these guys are struggling. A defensive bonus means that we are going to be absolutely insane when they land. If they land, we will crush them. You can see here now they are now undersupplied. They're losing 8 supply a month on that first army, 6 supply a month on the second army. They're going to start to lose numbers soon. Now, here's what we could do, is when we see them sail away, if they start to sail away, they're both now undersupplied. If they start to sail away, we could go take the ballsy move and we sail over behind them. Both have the negative from landing and they'll be undersupplied still. Take them a while to catch back up. It means that we could potentially try and blitz through, capture some valuable loot and or hostages, and crush their army all at the same time. Well, I'm now in debt, which does suck. But winning this war, I'll be able to demand reparations from them. They're super on. They'll be starving soon. Okay. That's the plan. We will start to sail once they move. And we are going to head straight to... Or do we head straight to Desmond? Because we could do Ormond and then march to Desmond after. Assuming we haven't won the first book. They're going to be starving as of next month. They're at 20 supplies, losing 8 a month. They are going to. So what that means literally is they'll start to numbers. 600 in the army will start to go down when we fight them by starving. Just play. So we're going to have a minus because we're in debt, but not the end of the world. As you can see here, we've got a +4 already just by standing here and staring at them. There you go. Look, they're down to 570. They're now starving. Absolute dickheads. Fortunately, the peasants have risen at possibly the worst time. Which means these fuckers are now going to try and land. End this shit quick. Fucking pet. That'll end. Okay. We should be able to win because their army has recently embarked. And then my hope, too, is we're then going to push out and we're going to go take them on. Now we have a massive bonus there, but that massive bonus will dissipate. Oh, that's not great. Lost the champion. But I think we've got enough here. Right. How we push. Now the downside is they could potentially decide to come and swing back towards Exeter. My hope is get out there and we take Ormond if we can. They will be retreating for a little while. All the while they're suffering that attrition. And if they now try and sail after us, we've got a lead. There you go, looks at the fog of war. You can see them move South Wales. Arrive in 10 days. There's no way they can get round into Exeter in time. So we should be able to siege Port Leg. It'll take us 9 months. So now we've got to keep half an eye over here and half an eye over here. But make sure there's no other army here and that no one's coming to Exeter. If they take our capital, we'll be in trouble. Know that it's going to take us 7 months now on that siege, so we've got to keep half an eye. I guess they won't even bother trying, because with that pack of supplies, never mind. Yeah, they want to move through Ilchester. Army's fucked. Okay, so we have 6 months left. How long is it going to take them? 19 months. So it's going to take them 19 months. But they're actually going to take longer than that because they have no supplies and that second army, first army of Desmond, is going to be completely decimated. We genuinely might even have time to take Ormond and then push to Desmond. So, one of the reasons I love this game. Uh-oh. Fuck right off. Damn it. Okay, he's trying to come and get captors. I need to get this. Sailing over. So, the reason that I love this game is we did a fairly similar save actually. I usually play from south, or I like to play within England or Ireland to start with. Swansea. My friend started over in Scandinavia with them set up. I had, instead of Norse setup, I had a traditional Christian setup here. So I had to spend a lot. he'd basically conquered the whole side and ended up in a massive. And we ended up playing some incredible tactical buggery around this area, and it was so much fun. Ah, my daughter. Is a conscientious scribe. Water can. There is no one worth. 47 days left. 15 months. That's first army of Desmond down to 200, and they're all done. I'd say we've done all right there. Probably pull the army back. Captured this. We're gonna end it quickly, pushing on. Just especially not captured. Oh, never mind. 73%. Okay, we carry on. 13 months left on that. Oh, don't do that. 36 days. 10 months. Both of these armies are starving. I need to see what the siege like. Less than 8 months. Sail home. Sorry, if it's more than 8 months, I need to sail home. And I'm reaching critical point to make that decision soon. Good news is, even with a disembarked army, I will absolutely fucking bastard. I now have a stronger army, a better army. I'm gonna. Okie doke. 2 months left. So you will see there is a massive, massive negative disembarking land. Enough time. Gives us a few days for the fight to potentially get back in the team. See that army that started at like 800 is down to 510. That one started at 600 is down to 24. So desperation will be starting to settle in. I've also got a few prisoners now. Check this shit out. If there's any that we particularly like, turn them into allies of ours. They're fleeing. Oh, bless their cotton socks. Get your asses in. I am not letting you fuckers get away. Come on. Get back here. Yeah, why not? Oh, bless their hearts. They've realised they're fucked. And the disembark bonus is gone. And we are going to absolutely crush them. This might even be a slaughter. So, if you keep an eye down here, early battle phase is when they're focusing on positioning. And then you've got, movement, early positioning, late battle phase, surrender. And that ends the fight. I can enforce my demands. I can now. Oh, this prick's just turned up as well. Get your asses over it. Very far. Come here, motherfucker. This is the French that are currently trying to take captives. Do we think, after destroying his army here... Green. But yeah, if you kill them during the early phase, it slaughters their entire army. They can't run away. It is... Ooh. Let's get some free gold, please. Please needs it. Very quickly, ransomed everyone off and disbanded the army very quick. Just to try and get some fucking flank. So I can negotiate his release. I can demand his conversion, gain a hook on him, and I can recruit him. I do that. Banana! What's up, you legend? How you doing? Off. The Irish are back at it, trying to declare holy war on me. Fuck off. Did they not learn enough last time? Unfucking believable bullshit. How are you, Banana? I played Undertale on Tuesday, thank you very much. It's one of my favourite games. I just thought I would do something a little bit different for everyone, and also I love sorts of video games. They are seriously coming back. Are you fucking taking the piss? Honestly. I'm gonna get fucking battered again. Hopefully that ends the ball with Leon. Idiots. But you never know. If I'm smart, I might be able to catch their leader and ransom that prick back. How was spring break, Banana? Mewis / Luna. Meet Banana. Banana. Mewis / Luna. Banana's a legend. Eat shit, prick. Right. Nice. Where'd you go? Okay. Well, I've got the chance to. Oh, double fuck off. Oh, that's a real problem. So, the French are very upset with me and have a very big army. I might be in trouble there. Is it your fault, Banana? Is that why the French are coming for? The army. Right, well. I need to fucking flip the first part of this fight quick before reinforcements are arriving. Never mind. Reinforcements in. Now we have a massive, massive benefit whilst we are fighting them after just recently disembarked. Might be in trouble here. Taking a shitload of them with us. On champion, stick with it. Bought them right down. Holy shit. The good news is, guys, that this afternoon's run of Crusader Kings is probably nearly over. I guess at least they're fighting each other for a bit. It's so... Oh. Fucking comparing to their faith. I can't believe you weren't already following Muses. That is very upsetting. I am devastated by this news. Yeah. Yeah. You should feel bad. We're on the route to 150 now, which is bonkers to me. You should absolutely, any friends, family, or anything else, come along. The streams get very silly. No, I'm old. I'm 5 years older. Yeah, no, I know, Banana, insane. You did miss the insane stream. That 100 follower special. It was good fun. Really good fun. You know that you were on one of the squares, so I'm a little sad that we couldn't have you there. I had the Council of Bananas makes an appearance. Now, I have a choice here. You're right, mate. We drank anyway. I don't think... He's a good fighter. Let's... blow my... No, he's Norse. That's... What about you? He's an evil craven. You can sacrifice him to. But... let's make ourselves reclusive. Yeah, we could attempt to go and fight back for Exeter, but I'll be honest, feels like a bad move because he's got 3,000 troops in Exeter, another 2,000 troops just waiting to fuck with me. Now, again, to reiterate, for Muses or anyone else, I am playing on a harder difficulty. I'm playing at Iron Man intentionally. It's what I like to do. I like the extra jeopardy and the extra challenge. So it's not... it just means that Luna Freya will have to perish and we'll a different Luna for the next time we play. No, Big Bruss likes to play like a pro and fail miserably. Different. one does not simply win at Crusader King. Right, well, there goes that one. There you go. And there she is. Got 7 years out of her. Oh yeah. So the problem is, Banana, that was my capital, and there is a good chance I was there, as in my player character. I had no heirs. And so, game. But I hope everyone has enjoyed that little introduction to Crusader Kings. It was only likely to be a couple of hours long anyway. I'm planning to do co-op at some point. No, not at all. Not at all. I think she was brilliant. I think she was really, really fun. Warrior Queen thing works. The problem that we had, and this is what I mentioned to you earlier, Mew, is we're in the middle of the British Isles, which is a Christian hotbed at that point in history, because 867 AD started. Everyone around us is Catholic. So, holy wars, unless we get aggressive early, is game multiplayer. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, big time. Unless you get aggressive early and manage to take chunks out of them before their armies get too big. And some of the armies start big. They can get really aggressive on you. And so as soon as we had to go defensive there, I think we were in trouble. I think the big misplay was going after Wessex. It was not a smart move. But fuck it, we ball. This is the whole point of these games. You can obviously... I would love to have shown off the dynasty stuff. But it wasn't meant to be today. But it will be next time. The question is, does anyone else... Honestly, it's brilliant. It's so good, Banana. If you've got PC Game Pass, it's on there for free as well. Otherwise, I would highly recommend supporting the creators. Paradox are the distributor, I believe. And they're fantastic. They make Div but they make all sorts of games. If anyone ever would anyone like to see it streamed again, would be the question. And streamed again solo, because I am planning to do a co-op stream on it, and I've got some plans for some viewer streams as well. Alright, we could definitely do it. Maybe we come up with a silly idea in the Discord, what we'd like to see done, and then we can do it. So I'll show you. You can start in 867, 1066, or 8. It's got different scenarios you can start with, or you can create your own. Last time, I'll just show you what it all looks like. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I would happily stream this again. I love this game. I could lose and have lost entire weekends. I had a weekend where my other half was up at her parents', and I literally sat and did nothing, play Crusader Kings. I think a good 25 hours across the week. This is what the map looks like. So you can see how big it is. The bit we were focused on was that tiny section there. That's how big the world is. That tiny little orange dot is where we started. See, you've got all the way from your empires, all the way out to the east, all the way over to Japan, and down into the Pacific Islands. So, have a think about what you might like to see. Do we want to go for another conqueror? One of the ones that I have done that was a bit brutal was I did an African conquest as a Northman. We started in like Brebo, and was just fighting everyone as we took over. And that can be a lot of fun. Bloody hard. Because again, you have the religion thing, but it's not as bad as the European religions with Christianity. And then obviously if you get over to here, you get the Asian and Asian adjacent religion. So things like Islam, Buddhism. I've had a Buddhist declare war on me in the game before, which didn't really like. Given that one of their tenets is pacifism. I'm assuming the logic broke, something else happened. I don't think they're supposed to be able to. It's similar to when Gandhi used to use nukes in Civ. Yeah, so that was our little intro into the amazing, amazing game of Crusader Kings. I hope everyone really enjoyed that. It was a little bit silly, a little bit fun. The plan is we do again some more, and tonight we are going to be live doing our premiere game, hopefully. I think we have enough people. So we're going to be doing some Valorant. We'll possibly do some comp as well. So Mui's doing Don't You Dare D-rank before together. Not that D-ranking is going to help at all. Yeah. Oh yeah, Banana, we need to set up your team, mate. We need to set up your Premier team. Because there are definitely people that want to come join it that are not currently part of the teams and that are bronze and silver that want to start. So that Mui's is probably a great shout, mate. I'm going to set up my end credits now. So stick around for the end credits. And is there anyone I can raid? Does anyone want me to raid someone that they know? Let's start there. And stick around for the raid, always, pretty please, because it's such a nice thing for us to be able to do. And you can always give me a little shout out in there. Yeah, fantastic. I'd love that. Anyone have someone that they want to raid? Let's move over to my ending scene. Get the credits up. Is up and running. Is any favourites for you? Overwatch streamer called Masumi. Are they live? Excellent. 2 viewers, 3 viewers, 4 viewers. Right. I love you, beautiful people. I will see you all soon. Have an amazing afternoon. Bye, guys.